Hi everyone, it's Marisa from BumblebeeApothecary.com, and today I'm going to talk about labels, and I have something new and fun to share with you guys. So as many of you know, I love making my own skincare products. I have lots of recipe videos on making them. For a while I sold skincare products in an Etsy shop. And so I have another video where I talk about how I designed my product labels, because I have a lot of people coming to me asking questions about making products to sell, labeling them, and so that's why every once in a while I will do videos around this type of a thing. And so in my other video I talk about how I design product labels for Photoshop. Something I haven't really talked a whole lot about yet is printing product labels. So this doesn't have to be for if you're selling products necessarily. It can be for if you have a shop and they're selling products. It can be if you just want to make products and have fancy labels on them for yourself. It can be if you want to be making products and giving them away as gifts and you want fancy labels for them. Whatever your labeling needs are, we're going to talk about a new way that I have recently discovered of printing labels, and I'm going to share this with you guys. So my process for printing labels up until this point was to use an inkjet printer with sheets of label paper, design them in Photoshop, and print them that way. And that worked pretty well. I had to work out some different bugs and different things, but I wanted to share this idea with you guys because I thought that this was really nice. It really eliminates a lot of the troubleshooting that I had to go through for printing sheets of labels like that. This is a thermal label printer from MUNBYN, and a big thank you to MUNBYN for sponsoring today's video. But I have been playing around with this, making some labels, and I've been really impressed. So thermal labels use heat to actually print the labels onto your individual labels, and so they're very good for products where they're going to give you a very durable label that's going to hold up really well against moisture, a lot of use, different things like that. So this I thought was pretty neat. So with this label printer you can print front and back product labels for your products. You can also use it to print the shipping labels. There are a bunch of different colors and some different shapes that you can get. I have the pink round ones and I have these gold rectangle ones. You can print that, as well as these types for shipping labels can all be printed in this. So you can hook it with a USB cable like I have here. Since you know me, I don't like to use a lot of wireless technology. You could also use it with Bluetooth if you want to. I was really impressed how easy it was to take this out of the box, set it up, and start using it. So let's first just talk a little bit about how it works if you're interested in this type of thing. And then I'm also going to show you how easy it is to design labels for it. You can either go into Photoshop like I show in my other video that I'll link down below for how I design product labels in Photoshop, or if you don't want to use Photoshop, which is understandable because it can be a bit overwhelming, you can also use canva.com to design whatever you want to go on these. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a little bit. But here is the label printer itself. So you just press on that button, you open it up, you lay these in here. So when you first put them in there, it will calibrate them for you so that they're lined up and will print correctly. There's these little grabbers that you can just move to put them right into the right size for whatever sheet of label you have in there. So once it's in there, you just close it, and then you can press the button if you want to advance it or to calibrate it, and it will let you do that. And then I have a designed label on here already that I just want to show you to print, and I will show you up close what it looks like on the computer for this in a little bit, but I just want to do a little demo for it actually printing for you. So there it is. So it just comes right out and super easy. So it really saves a lot of trouble and hassle. It gives you a really nice high quality durable label for whatever products you happen to be making. And I know if you're like me, we're oftentimes thinking about packaging up skincare, so glass jars, different things like that. Soap bars with maybe a little brown paper wrapper around it and a sticker on there, all those kinds of things. This works really well for. So now I want to show you on my computer how you can actually design a label, and then what it looks like to do the process to actually go and print that, so that you can see how to do that. Okay, so to print labels from the computer, You can first design the labels a variety of different ways, like I mentioned. So all you need is a graphic that is 2 inches by 2 inches to use with the circle labels. And those are the ones I'm going to show you. If you're using the rectangular ones, then you just need a graphic that is the same size as those rectangular labels, or whatever other labels you decide that will work in this printer. So for example, I have this one right here that I created in Canva. So it's just a 2 inch by 2 inch little graphic here, and I can go and print that. So let me first show you what it looks like to print it. So you open it up. I have this one saved as a PDF. In a second, I'm going to show you what it looks like to actually design them. But I just do Command P, or you could do File Print, either way. And then you just choose the printer. So choose that label printer, and then you just want to make sure I leave everything else the same. I do change this paper size. That's very important. So I go up here and I just choose 2 inch by 2 inch, like that. And then I go ahead and say print. And that's all you have to do. And then it prints right out of the little label printer. So that is how that works. Let me show you how you can actually make a design like that quickly and easily. So you can do this a variety of different ways. Like I mentioned, you can use Photoshop. I have that other video where I show how to design labels in Photoshop, and I'll have that link below in case you want to check that out. But a really easy, accessible way for anybody to design labels is actually Canva. So let's go ahead and open up Canva, and I'm just going to walk you through the process of how you can design something. So I did also want to mention that Canva has label templates. So I found this one that I thought was so neat. You can just, get some ideas from here. You can search templates. I just did labels and see all of these different ones that you can get started with. You could choose any of these and just start customizing depending on what you were making. That's such a great way to get started. Or you can start from scratch. So I'm going to show you what that would look like to start from scratch. So you just go here to the home in Canva. So you click custom size and you do 2 inches by 2 inches. And it had pixels at first, so I'm going to go back and do 2 again. 2 inches by 2 inches. Create a new design. So that gives you a square. And then in order to design a circular label, so like for the round labels, you would just go over to Elements, choose a circle, and then stretch that out corner to corner, and then choose an outline. So border weight, it doesn't need to be very thick, so I'm just going to do a 1 pixel border weight. Leave it like that. Let's change that again. It did not keep. There we go. There we go. Okay, so nice thin little border there for my circle. Then change the color just to white because I don't need anything other than that inside there. And then you could start designing something that will fit inside this circle. So what this circle gives you is just a little guideline for your label. And then you can go to text. You can try to find something like you saw I used this one to make that good vibes one. Maybe we could do be brave. So just for an example, you can do whatever you want, but something that can be easy is to just go from one of these little text ideas and just start customizing. So then you can change it around a little bit, but I would just, for example's sake, leave it there. And then what I will do is I will go, once I like my design and I know it fits well in the circle with some breathing rooms. You don't want anything right up to the edge because that might be too close to the edge and not look good. Once you have it looking really good, then I go ahead and get rid of that circle because we don't want to be printing a circle on our round label. We just want our design that will go on the round label. And then I will name it Be Brave. And then you want to do share, download, and for these I do PDF print so that it's a nice high quality file, download, and then that will download that, and then downloads, there we go, drag that over here, and there we go. So then that's how you create a little file. So a couple different ways that you can do that. You can, you know, like I said, do something like this. You just do that same way, save it as a PDF print, and then you could print these, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to show you that one too. Download, PDF print, download, and then grab that out of my downloads as well. Okay, so there we go. A variety of little labels here just to give you an idea. And then if you wanted to print these, you just open them up and then Command P or File Print. Make sure the label printer is selected. Go change it to 2 inches by 2 inches for this particular one, for the round labels, and then you would print. And then you can do 4 at a time. You could have it print 4 at a time. So you can do a front label, you can do a back label, depending on what you're labeling. You may need only one kind, whatever, you can print 4 at a time. It will print those for you. And then same thing when you're printing shipping labels, then you can go and print these on this little label maker as well, and just put the label paper in there first, and then you have some really nice professional looking sticky shipping labels as well. So that's how I've been using this printer, is just designing a label on my computer and then having it print from there. You can have it print multiple labels at a time. I think it said it works best if you only have it do about 4 at a time, because I think if it does more than that, it can kind of get out of alignment. But you know, it's so fast, you can get a lot of labels printed very easily, even if you're doing 4 at a time. And then also, if you're interested, they have an app. MUNBYN has their own app that they've designed, so that if you want a mobile option for designing labels quickly and easily, you can design them in their app and then print them from the app that way, connecting with Bluetooth. And so that's another option in case you wanted to do something like that. That might be good for labeling stuff around the house. For more detailed things and where you want it to be very custom, I like going in the computer and either Photoshop or Canva and designing that way and then printing. So yeah, I'm really excited to share this printer with you guys. I was really impressed. It was really easy to just unpack it, start using it, start getting some really great looking labels. So I knew that I had to share it with you guys. Also, I thought it was really neat to have shipping label printing capability as well as product printing label capability all in one little machine. For my shop, I used to always do it 2 different ways. I had an inkjet printer for my product labels because it was more precise, and then a black and white laser printer for all of my invoices, and I would just print paper shipping labels and tape them on. So this is, I think, really slick to be able to have it all in one. It looks really professional to be able to have the shipping labels on label paper. So pretty neat. I hope that you guys check it out. I'll have a link in the description box for where you can find the label printer and the labels. Also, if you guys are interested, I have been working on some programs because I've been getting people curious about these things. I have one that is all about setting up an Etsy shop and selling products online. So if that's something you're at all interested in, I will have information on that in the description box as soon as I have that up and running and ready for you. Okay, I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing a new option for printing labels. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with anybody else who you think would be interested in it. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I get out new videos every week on nourishing recipes and natural living. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.